Well, my next guest is the author of Unleash, Dominate Your Limitations, Break Through Your Barriers, Live an Extraordinary Life. He's also the CEO of the Epic Advantage and an international speaker. And he already put me through a little test, so he might know more about me than anybody. Jerome Wade, good morning.
Casey, thank you. It's an honor to be with you today. Thanks.
So these results, it's kind of like going to, like maybe a tarot card reader, and you're kind of got that crystal ball. So tell us a little bit about the test that you kind of put people through and yourself.
The assessment that I put you through is actually a science-based tool, and the whole intent is to get precision insight.
Okay.
One key question that people ask, and it doesn't matter how old or young, they want to know who they are.
Okay.
Right? What makes us unique? What are our superpowers, if you will? What makes us great?
Yeah.
And a lot of times people stumble, they're tripping because they haven't discovered with clarity.
Like who they are?
Yeah, they don't understand where their strengths lie.
Okay.
And so the power behind the assessment that I walked you through, and it is mind-blowing. The accuracy of it is like kind of freaky, right? But it's amazing simply because of the science behind it, right? The science behind it is what gives it the advantage and the accuracy that it brought to you in the report that you have. And then for my business, the Epic Advantage, this is what we also use in our executive coaching, our team development, and then also in our cultural development for an organization that's wanting to build a culture of greatness or a healthy culture that really performs.
And for businesses, once they have taken the test or employees take the test, can they figure out these are your strengths and this is where we can place you in the company? Is this what happens a lot?
Yeah, 92% of our clients that use PDP, which is the assessment I put you through, use it specifically to hire. There is such a significant issue in the business world of how do we hire, and what happens in a lot of situations is they give you a very impressive resume, they give you a very impressive interview, and then you put them in the position and it's like, what happened?
Yeah.
You were not that
fibbed.
person. Yeah, you're not that person. Something happened. So what we do with the assessment tool, we don't like to call it a test because that seems intimidating. It's a 5-minute survey that allows the person to respond to their instinctive qualities, their innate nature. And so what that does then is it gives the organization, the employer, the one maybe making the selection, even it doesn't have to be for employment, it could be for a board of director position, could be for a new opportunity, whatever it is. But it gives them the insight with 96% accuracy. And that's what we pride ourselves on, to be the premier assessment in the world with 96% accuracy.
And you think it is pretty accurate? I mean, do you think people are fibbing? Because there's a part of how people perceive you and how you really come across, right? So hopefully you're not telling lies?
Yeah. Well, there's there's 3 parts to the assessment. One part is your natural self, meaning who you are and what you do without any pressure or stress on you. The second part is your perceived self. So that is, how do I perceive others looking at me? How are they perceiving me? So that's a guess. That's a best guess. And then we have another part of the survey that we do is, what do we do under stress? Because everybody changes under pressure, right? But the goal here is to move everybody to their natural self so that when we are leading from that natural self, that's when we can have extraordinary performance, right? That's where we can unleash our greatness on the world. That's where, as we talk about the book here, dominate your limitations, break through your barriers. Because now you know what your strengths are, and using some superhero language here, instead of leading or living from our kryptonite, which saps the strengths and abilities out of us, let's lead from our strengths. Right? These are our encoded strengths that make us epic.
Jerome, we could have gone a half hour on this. Listen, for more information, the Epic Advantage, 463-7234, or go to epicadvantage.com. Again, and if you need him for your speaking engagement, international, right, Jerome? You're going all over the world. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Casey. My pleasure.